That when you're making content, it's not always about you. And when you're making content, you're making it for the viewers. So make it about something that can educate them and add value to what they're going to do. Yes, they're going to see you. You're going to be funny. You're going to look cool. You're going to look right. But at the end of the day, when you put that content out, this needs to be shareable. This needs to be educated. This needs to be impactful.
What's up, guys? It's Alarra G coming to you live from the hair lab. I can't wait to show you guys the footage I have from the Barber Plug Experience, because an experience it definitely was. We might have one of the new hottest barber experiences in Dallas coming up right up under everybody's feet. Honestly, I haven't been to an event that I've seen that many people engaged in the education, mixing with the vendors, that many VIP tickets sold. VIP line was out the door, literally, and like wrapped inside of the building. It was amazing. Don't forget to check out the host of the event. She is the Barber Plug and I am the Barber Plug on Instagram. They are a power couple. We love to see it. Congratulations, you guys, on the event. And if you guys are coming up in the industry, I hope you take something away from it. I know how nerve-wracking it can be, even like just like wanting to go to these events and mingle, network, maybe feel like you don't know what to say. And that's exactly why I went, because I wanted to be representation for those people. So if there's any questions you want to ask, because I definitely look forward to going to more events throughout the year, drop them below. Let me know. What do you guys want to know? Even if it's something I feel like I can answer for you, let me know. And guys, you guys just gotta do the things that make you nervous, because I was super nervous. I even was writing down questions in my notebook the night before, and I left my notebook at home on the way there. But if I would have let leaving a notebook impact me, my energy, my interviews, then it could have been a completely different experience. And it's just like, you gotta remember, it's just about building relationships at the end of the day. That's really all this is about. It's just about building relationships and making an impact on one another. If we can help each other out some way, if we can, you know, then we do. And that's why I love this community, because we're really such a tight-knit community. And I look forward to growing and being a part of it. Without further ado, let's get to these interviews. So, but don't forget, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content like this. Let me know what you like. I really enjoy doing this type of style of content. I feel like it's very informative. And if there's even any topics in these interviews that you guys want me to dig into more, because we're going to talk about finances, we're going to talk about barbering, we're going to talk about all of it. And I love it. And I'm here for it. So just make sure you let your girl know. Engage with your girl. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.
What's up, guys? Coming to you the coldest day of the year. We are outside the Empire Room at the Barber Plug Experience. We're about to see what's up, see some fresh cuts, meet some new people. I'm so excited. It's so cold. Look, you can literally see my breath. So we're out here just for y'all, just to bring y'all the experience. All right, let's go. So my name's Alarra G. Introduce yourself for the people.
I'm Marty Blendz, better known as Marty Blendz.
And where are you from?
Brownsville, Texas.
Why'd you think about it? Are you lying?
Well, no. I'm not lying, but like I moved. I'm doing.
Okay.
Like
no kidding. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old
I
self?
wish you could see my posture right now.
Oh, I know. Look at full pan on the floor. Can we go down the bike? There we go.
Guys, what the hell, bro? But nah, it's good for the frame. You know
I know, yeah. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self coming up in the industry, trying to make your first 100K as a barber?
Oh, I'd say definitely do the most you can every single day. Yeah, like spend those 24 hours wisely for sure.
Well, what do you consider wisely?
Wait, actually, oh, that's a good one. Damn, you got me there. Okay, so what I would say is wisely as in Strategize every single move. Strategize. Just go into detail in within your schedule, your daily schedule, and just try to figure it out. Like, oh, it's a lot. I can't really explain everything, but if your mind's bobbling all the time, that's a good thing, guys. All right, so don't be anxious and just fucking pursue what you want to do. That's it.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Wavykid Kev, and I'm from New York.
Okay, what do you do?
I create bags, luggage, and equipment.
Oh, really? How long have you done that?
About 4 years now.
What got you into that industry?
I needed to expand. I was working in a barber shop. It wasn't working out for me. I started doing house calls, and eventually I started working and creating products of my own.
So did you continue working in the barber shop as you did that?
No, so the creation of the products that I created basically came along from my experience doing house calls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, G&B Pro.
Okay. And how did you start distributing and marketing that product to make it successful to help you leave the shop?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. Every day it was just like something that I learn new every day. I'm still learning as I go right now. So slowly I'm still trying to expand the company, but these are things that you really don't know. You just got to immerse yourself in it, and eventually you're going to learn along the way.
Well, what could you say up until this point has been one of your biggest lessons?
Spend more time with family and loved ones.
I love that. That is so important. Yeah. Drop your app for the people so they know where to follow you.
So, DC Rivera, my Instagram is G&B Pro, Grooming and Beauty Professional on Instagram.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your time. Yeah? Okay, perfect. He's ready for it. Okay, what's up? My name is Alarra G. I want you to introduce yourself. What's your name and where are you from?
Okay, my name is Wavykid Kev on YouTube, okay? I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Okay, nice. What got you into the barber industry?
I got waves, and when I was starting to get my waves for real, couldn't nobody cut my hair the way I wanted to cut, all right? So I was watching all the YouTube videos and stuff, and I was like, dang, these cuts is fire. I'm trying to get cut like that. Yeah. I was showing the picture, I was showing the video, and nobody would do it. Took matters in my own hands and just went on from there.
Okay, can I ask you something? How old are you?
20.
Okay, nice. We love to see. I'm 23, so I get it. Started young in the industry. What? Okay, so this is. I had a question for an older person. I was gonna say, what would you say to your 20-year-old self? How old did you start at?
14.
14. So what would you tell your 14-year-old self, knowing everything you know now, coming as far as you've come now in the industry?
I would say get ready to talk to a lot of people, okay? Because I honestly, when I first started, I wasn't a people person. Nobody came up to me. I was not comfortable talking to people. I could do it now, you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I would tell them.
So I'm working on that actually. So what helped you get out of your comfort zone and talk to people?
Are you a barber?
Yeah.
You're going to get used to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because once your clientele start flowing,
my clients, I can talk to my clients. It's like you. I was there to talk to you or like,
okay.
you know,
yeah, so
like networking.
You get used to talking to your clients, it's going to be the same process. You're going to be like, oh, I talk to people every day. You're just going to get used to it. You're going to be like, okay, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying? The invaluable following, people are going to start coming to you, so you're not got to talk to nobody. That's the trick.
Yeah.
When they start coming to you, all you got to do is respond. So it becomes easier over time.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no
Drop
problem.
your ad so people can follow you.
Wavykid_Kev on Instagram.
All right, thank you.
I appreciate it.
That's perfect. For the people, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm TaylorCuts, all the way from Los Angeles, California.
Okay, nice. What got you started in the barber industry?
To prove my parents wrong.
I love to see it. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self coming up in the industry, trying to make your first 100K?
First, you got to set yourself some goals. Make sure that the 100K is what you want to do, and try to write it down on a piece of paper on how many haircuts you have to do to get there. If it's too many haircuts, double up on your price, and never say no to a client that wants to get a late night cut.
You made a good point. A lot of people in this industry are scared to go up on their price. So could you speak more to that? Like, how do you know when you're actually ready to go up on your price? Because that's like a mental battle, but it's also like, sometimes I feel like people in our industry worry if our talent is ready to reflect the price.
Well, to be honest with you, a lot of people that are afraid to go up on the price are not.
I'm sorry.
A lot of people that are afraid to go up on the price haven't done the work. So if you haven't done the work, you can't go up on the price. So if you put in the work, you put in the time, you know your value, go up on the price. Don't be afraid. You're gonna lose half of the battle, but at the same time, the new people that are coming will respect you in your new price.
Thank you so much for your time. Drop your ad again so people can follow you.
Y'all can follow me at TaylorCuts #1.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Junior. I'm from Terrell.
What got you into barbering?
I just love like the smell, like aftershave and all that, and it just like gives me good memories. Like I was like a little kid.
How long have you been barbering?
For like a year and a half already.
Oh, really? How do you think you did in the competition today?
I think I did good. I hope I win, but it's always God's plan.
Yeah, I think you did. Good luck today in the competition. Thank you for your time.
Okay, Junior, announce your Instagram, please.
Junior_Blendz with 2 Z's and another underscore at the end.
Junior.
We're out here with 360 Jeezy at the Barber Plug Experience. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Jared Stovall. I'm from Vacaville, California.
Nice to meet you. How long have you been a barber?
I've been a barber for 11 years.
11 years. What got you into the industry?
My dad kind of messing me up as a kid. I just wanted to cut hair and get better.
Was he a barber? No? He just at-home haircut?
Yeah.
So what advice would you give your 20-year-old self coming up in the industry, looking to make their first 100K as a barber?
I would say...
Hey, I gave it to her and she gave it to somebody.
He's out here giving questions.
Solo.
What you mean?
Like a sweet barber, a booth rent barber, someone that's their own brand, their own name. They're not working in a shop, like their first 100K for themselves as a barber.
So make sure you set up your stations.
Like
competition.
come on, money-wise?
10 minutes.
Grind hard, work hard. I have this saying: hard work, dedication, motivation, consistency. The will to keep going when the going gets tough and the tough gets going. Because trust me, the tough gets going. It gets bad. You know what I mean? Like distractions come. But if you could push past that and keep going, bro, sky's the limit.
So what is your advice in the times where like you need that motivation, that needed that motivation, like what do you have to say to those people that might be in that place?
I always reflect on, like, for me personally, it's what God did in my life. And I felt like that was my purpose, to go to barber school and to become who I am today. So I always reflect on like the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. So like if I believe that this is what God wanted, that's why I'm gonna go 100%.
Raise your hand if you know who.
So that's just my story, but I always reflect on like the reasons why you're doing what you're doing.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you so much. Drop your handle so that people can follow you.
All right, follow me 360 Jeezy, everything, Instagram, except TikTok. TikTok is official 360 Jeezy.
Okay, he's official on Instagram, TikTok. All right, thank you. I appreciate you.
His following and then my following and then.
This man 360 Jeezy just asked how many points a field goal was. Bruh.
We're out here at the Barber Plug Experience, the hottest experience in Dallas. Little did you know. Pan out for the people. Sorry, no, you're good. It's all good vibes at the Barber Plug Experience.
That shit weak. Hey, no fighting. It's all good.
You heard it here, folks. Is Bill Belichick coming to Dallas? What's your take, cameraman?
No, he's not. He's not coming to Dallas. And I would not want his old ass
Is Saban coming to Dallas?
No. And again, I would not want his old ass either.
Hey, old and wise, baby. Old and wise. Tell him, Bill. Tell him, Bill.
I would want Nick Saban over Bill Belichick, but I would only want Nick Saban if I was a dean at a university.
Hey, shout out to the Cowboys. Watch out. Shout out to the Cowboys. Watch out.
All right, we're out here at the Barber Plug Experience, about to come to you with some real shit. Here we go. For the people, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Fernando Corps. I am from Jacksonville, Florida.
How long have you been a barber?
Well, I've been cutting since I was 13 years old. I'm 28 now, so I'm 15 going on 16 right now.
What got you into the industry?
Well, to be honest, what got me into the industry, I was raised by a single mother, you know. I didn't have a lot of money, and I didn't have a lot of people that would cut hair. I had just recently moved to Jacksonville from Puerto Rico, so my brother was my first client, and my toilet was my first chair, and that's how I started cutting hair.
That's fucking awesome! I actually love that. I love that.
What advice would you give? Well, I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28? Okay, that's perfect. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self coming up in the industry, looking to make your first 100K as a barber?
Well, one of the things is that save your money, right? A lot of things that happen is when we start making money and we're 20 years old, that money's coming really fast. We start buying the Louis, we start buying the J's, we start buying all that stuff. J's and Louis are not expensive to you, but to open a policy, a retirement policy or stuff like that is expensive. So if I had to go back, I would just be frugal, right? Save my money. If I'm gonna buy stuff, try to buy them cash. If you do finance, don't finance as stuff that are 20%, 17% that are gonna take away from your cash flow, right? These are things that I made that I was still able to grow my business, but it was a lot harder. I was a slave to my business. So if you're a little bit smart and you don't spend much business, it would give you will be more flexible and you're able to work and not be stressed out by debt or anything like that. That's the advice that I would have to be, that I would give to my 20-year-old self. Don't get lost in the sauce and don't spend money on things that you don't really need.
So how did you go about that whenever you made that shift? How did you go about saving and being frugal?
Well, to be honest, when I was around 21, I started making a lot of money. And my father was like, I was living on a Section 8 apartment, $600 music system, $1,200 TV, $2,000 sectional. I was paying $400 for a car, and my dad was like, what do you have to show for it? You live on a Section 8 place. So that's when I started changing my habits. So instead of spending my money, what I did was invest it. I still kept not spending money. I invested into business. So what I did was, rather than buy shoes or rather than buy a car, now I'm going to buy a van that I could use for my work. Now I'm going to buy a barbershop or a building, or I'm going to buy something that is going to give me passive income in the long run. So that's how I was able to do that.
Man, that's awesome. Okay, well, I mean, I don't really know. Do you have anything else that you want to say?
Just change your spending from investing, and that's it. Eventually, that investment is going to give you more money.
Would you say, because there's a lot of talk in the social media space, people talk about crypto, people talk about stocks and bonds. What would you say the best thing to invest your money is in?
I mean, to be honest, crypto and all that stuff, I mean, that could be pretty cool, but your crypto guys and your people that are investing in that, they're not spending 100% of their money into that, right? They're marketing it so you can spend that and become a consumer. It's no problem if you do that. If you take a small percentage and you have a 10% when you have no problem on losing, okay, do that. But don't take 100% of your income and spend it on that. Some of the stuff that I like to put money is barbershops. Barbershops give me a great return, right? Let's say if I open a barbershop at $50,000, I could put 10 barbers in there at $200 a pop. That's $2,000 a week. That's $8,000 a month. Easy money. You could also buy and flip houses. You could buy a home, fix it up, flip it, rent it, Airbnb it. There's IRAs, there's IULs, there is there's different investment accounts that you could put your money on, right? I'm not the most educated on that, but I do have a financial advisor that can help me on. But houses and barbershops is what seems to be best for me. If you are gonna spend some other money, whether it's on crypto or something, don't put your whole money, because that's just a little bit more risky.
I like that you went into that, because this question, this last one, is mainly for me. That's my boyfriend, and we've mainly been looking to hit a couple goal this year. And for me, it's either been buy a duplex, live in one side, he's a plumber, so we can fix up the other side, or buy a cash flowing business, i.e. a barbershop or a salon. What would your advice be, assuming you already own both, knowing the returns and the risk involved?
So that's actually good that you have a couple. One of the most important things as a couple is you have to be transparent, right? And you have to understand money. My wife is actually in hair school now. She's going to get out in May. So one of the things that I want to do is be able to live off of my income only. we've been able to live off of my income. So now what I'm going to do is with her income, we're going to be able to pay off that debt. We have to have a clear understanding and clear communication in couple, right? One of the things that we do is that we get lost in the thoughts when we're young, right? That money's coming in, we don't like to communicate, we don't like to talk about money. So when you make your money, save it. Your money in the bank is not doing anything. So try to find out what you're going to invest it on. If you have debt that is bad debt, what I mean by bad debt, if you have credit card debt, cars, try to pay that off, right? If you're getting a loan for your business, that's not that bad because you're going to get a loan through the SBA that is probably going to be for 10, 12 years at 3%. So just if you have debt and you have a couple, just make sure that you're able to live off of one income and pay off some of that bad debt.
I know I said that was my last question. I'm so sorry. But like, I really want to be my own, because I feel like I'm a slave to my business right now. I work in a studio suite for myself. If I'm not there, I'm not making money. I want to expand. I want to own my own shop. But hiring right now during a recession especially, everyone's used to like working at home. How do you go about making good hires? Like, how do you know what's a good hire? Especially in our industry, people are so used to being on their own schedule. No one wants to, and I'm 23. So what I've ran into a lot, people don't want me telling them what to do.
Well, I just expanded my business, right? I have 2 managers. One of the things that I did was give them an incentive. So rather than them paying $200 a week, they're only going to pay $50 a week. You know, if you're going to have somebody that is going to be doing your job, they have to see the value in it, right? So if you look at that, that's $7,200 a year that they're going to be saving, right? That they could invest for other stuff. So make sure that you, again, have a clear understanding, have meetings, let people know where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, and make sure that they work under you before they're able to manage, right? A lot of people just get somebody and that, no. Make sure that you see them day in and day out. Are they coming in early? Are they dressing up appropriately? Are they talking the right way? Are they treating people the right way? And whenever they do all that, then you give them a chance to be able to manage. Another thing that I'm doing, once you're 2 years into managing, if you want to become an owner, you can become a franchisee. You can put money, you can have a percentage of the company, and we can grow our soul. So just have a plan, right? The things that I'm doing now and see now are things that I've been talking about and reading and writing for the past 10 years. It just so happened to happen now. So I'm just sticking to the plan and is executing.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Last thing, put your app for the people who might not know.
And so if you want, you can follow me on Facebook, Fernando Corps, or you can look me up on Instagram as Nando Corps. You could go to YouTube as Nando Corps TV and follow my barbershop as well, Fade & Combs Barber Lounge. Follow the best and biggest Barber and Beauty Expo in Florida, Jackson Lee Barber and Beauty Expo. We're going to have it July 27 and 28, 2024. Let's go.
Hey, yeah! Thank you. I appreciate you. That's what's up. I appreciate it. That was great. Oh, it's the plug! It's the plug! The Barber Plug Experience with the plug. Congratulations. We love to see it. Dallas is doing big things, baby. We love to see it. For the people who don't know, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Devontae Sanders, a.k.a. I am the Barber Plug. I'm from Grand Prairie, and we are in downtown Dallas.
How long have you been in the barber industry?
I've been in the barber industry since 2019, September 2019, I remember. So that's like 4 years now, coming up on 4 years. So very new, you know, but, you know, I'm trying to make an impact. That's all I want to do is build connections, relationships, and make the biggest impact that I can make.
What would you attribute to the impact that you've already made in the barber industry? 4 years is pretty short, and you made a pretty big impact.
God. I always got to give thanks to God, because without him, nothing's possible. Right. My wife, I was local. She helped me scale my business.
Right. Remember that, baby.
She's very smart in terms of like online, and I'm really good in person. So like the yin and the yang, we came together and made a great union.
We love to see it. Where do you see the Barber Plug expanding in the future?
That's a great question. We're going to continue to open more retail stores. We want to take the Barber Plug experience across the U.S. to every major city. eventually, and just open schools and barbershops. So in every different aspect of the barbering industry, we just want to continue to integrate and get better and bigger and better.
Right. And you're not a barber, right?
No, I'm not a barber.
Right.
I'm a businessman.
Right. So all the businessmen who might want to be in the barber industry, looking at you, wanting to do what you do,
Yeah.
what would you say to those people?
Don't do it because I'm in the industry. No, but I mean, everybody who's a barber is also an entrepreneur, and by way of being an entrepreneur, you're a businessman. What I would say is, if you have a passion for people, like I figured out my purpose and my calling. My calling was to connect with people. I talked to God, I meditated, He let me know I have to connect with people. And I do that best when I go inside of barbershops, I talk to barbers, and I'm able to provide a service to them for what they need. I'm able to upload funny videos to be relatable. But my main objective is to connect with people and build relationships.
Right.
All this is just a product of those relationships.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to know who you are, you know who I am. If I have something you need and you have something I need, we work together. And it becomes a community.
Right. See, he says it like it's so simple. And it might be so simple. But you know, in the process of unlocking that entrepreneurial power and that spirit, there's those inner demons that some entrepreneurs have to overcome, and they might not take that next step. What do you have to say to that person? That might be their own biggest block.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's always me versus me. I was successful. I've had better years than this year in business. And the better you may do financially, you may have to stray away from your walk with Christ because you're so focused on finances. But in life, it's about balance. And when you go through those dark times, you have to reflect on them to try to understand the meaning. God puts you through everything so that you can learn a lesson. So I learned my lessons about myself. It's not really about what you're going through. It's about what God is trying to shed light on of yourself. Something that you may need to, fix up a little bit. You might have a big ego. You might have self-discipline issues. But those trials and tribulations are just going to shed light on it. You have to be mature enough to see it, reflect on it, and then grow from it.
Love it. The plug is dropping the wisdom today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for this beautiful event. Drop the ad so the people know who to shop with.
I am the Barber Plug on Instagram, the Barber Plug on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you. What's up? We out here at the Barber Plug Experience. What's your name and where are you from?
What's up, everyone? My name is Carlos Estrella, also known as Los Cut the Barber. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
How long have you been a barber?
25 years now.
25 years. I'm 24 years old.
Well, before you were born, I've been a barber.
What got you into the industry?
I had nothing left, man. My pops is old school, never took me to get a haircut. He was a once-a-month guy. Growing up, it was just a thing to have short hair. And since I got this wild Mexican hair, I had to learn how to cut my own hair.
Yeah?
And that's how I got started.
What would you tell to the 20-year-old version of you growing up in the industry? Like, what do you wish you had someone to tell you that you didn't?
Take more risks. Through trial and error, I realized that the only way to really make it in life is by taking risks and failing, because failings are lessons that you learn and you can pivot after that. I was really cautious growing up, my teens to my early 20s, and being like not trying to take any risks, because I like to move with like with caution. Yeah. As I got older, I started realizing like, if something doesn't work out, it's okay. Pivot and do something else. Pivot and do something else. But if I could go back and tell myself, I was just like, take all the risks you can and take better opportunities.
That makes me think of two questions, because one, I've been working for myself for 2 years now, solo, so I'm learning to take those risks, So in the entrepreneur journey, when the mental battle gets over you more than like the physical battle of doing it, how do you overcome that battle?
That's a great question. Learn something new, right? When you get stuck into a routine of going to the shop every day, cutting the same people every week, the same people are getting the same haircut every week, after years and years of doing that, you're going to burn yourself out. So I always tell people, if you can just learn a new trick, go to classes, get inspired, learn photography so you can capture your work better, learn videography so you can edit your work better, just learn the trait of doing other things that you can bring back into hair cutting. It'll light that fire back up and you'll be way more inspired. So every time I felt like my fire burnt out, I just learned something new. I took better classes. I took a better strategy in teaching. And with that came just growth. I just kept learning new things and it allowed me to grow. And because I learned these new things, it allowed me to work with the right people, not just good people. And I was able to work with right people because I understood what it took to make a cool video. I understood what it took to take a cool photo. So I wasn't just hiring anybody that calls themselves a photographer. I knew who did what and how they did it, and that's how I was able to work and progress.
And you make a good point there, because as an entrepreneur, it's also so easy to become a slave to the game, because if you're not working, you're not making money. So when you make that next step and you choose to hire, how do you know what's great people versus good people, or not? Like, how are you able to identify that in a hire when you're looking at people?
Well, it goes like this. What are you, a barber or a hairstylist?
Both. I do
right.
both, yeah.
So you do hairstyle, right? Well, do you just walk into any hair salon and get your hair done? No. Why? Because you are knowledgeable and you know better. So you would know what shops or what salons to go to. Yeah. So that's my point. If you understand videography and photography, you are knowledgeable. So you're not just going to work with anyone. You're going to know, ooh, this person's really good. So I'm going to work with the right person that can capture what I want instead of just this guy that has videographer on their bio, because you think.
But what about if you're hiring someone to replace those weaknesses in your business? Like, where you're weak, they're strong. So say someone, I have a marketing degree, but marketing seems to be something that a lot of people struggle with. So say someone that wasn't as good as marketing. If they're trying to make a marketing hire, how do they identify a good hire if it's something that they're not good at?
Well, that's the cool thing about being a barber, is that I work with people that are phenomenal at marketing. I work with people that are phenomenal at videography and photos, and we work together. And how I can help them out is by being a barber, I can cut everyone's hair for free. So they're always going to get something out of that benefit. And I'm big on working with people that are stronger at things that you're weak on. Because whatever I'm strong on, I'm going to shine on. And with their help, we're going to shine together, right? So being a barber, I just give out everyone free haircuts. All my video guys, my helpers, my assistants, I don't care. I'll cut your hair for free, because what you're doing for me speaks so much that I don't want to charge you. That little $100 is not going to make or break this relationship. So that's what I got.
Is there anything that you would like to tell to any of the barbers out there before we wrap up?
Yeah, man, be patient. Be very patient. Nothing comes overnight. By the time you realize that you mastered cutting hair, you mastered styling, you mastered being an educator, you mastered being a phenomenal barber behind a chair with a big clientele, you mastered opening up your shop. By the time you figured all that out, 10 years will fly by. And then you look back and you're like, damn, that took 10 years, but I made it. Where a lot of people don't even grasp the concept of waiting that long. They want everything done in a year. And you got to understand, nothing's going to come that quick. Be patient. If you're young, this industry is going to change. As long as you keep changing with it, one day you're going to align with how the industry flows, and you're going to be good at whatever it is that you're going to do, and it might be your time to pop off. Because I'm not going to be here forever, dude. Eventually, sooner or later, Lowe's cut is going to fade away, and the next new best thing is going to come up. And being self-aware of that is my biggest power, because I want to exit this game in the best way possible by sharing everything I know.
Well, actually, I want to end on that note. What is in Lowe's Cut's future? What do you see in your future?
I'm working on something right now. I got 2 more years with both Babylist and Level 3. So I'll be guaranteed till 2026, end of 2026. So I'll be affiliated 100% with that. After that, I do want to be a business owner, whether it's a barbershop, whether it's a supply store. I want to have my own operations. I still want to be involved in the industry and mentor everybody, but I want to be away from the limelight, from going to shows and traveling and being on stage. That's cool, but it's already going to be 12 years by the time that comes. And I think 12-year run is a good enough run, I think.
Thank you so much for your time. Last thing, drop the app for the people who don't know.
What's up, man? It's Lowe's Cut It, Lowe's_cut_it on all platforms. Just Google it, YouTube it, whatever. Lowe's Cut It.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so for the people who might not know, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas. Breed Baza. Come check me out.
Okay. What's your name?
Adrian.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
No one knows until today. Everybody just found out.
Exactly. But what got you into the barbering industry?
I think.
First, how long have you been a barber? I'm sorry, and then what got you into the barber?
I've been a barber for 15 years. I got into it when I was 12. I wanted to edge myself up, stay fly for the ladies. When I was in like 7th grade, that's what got me going. And then after a while, I just started cutting my friends in the garage, moving on to YouTube, learning, and then it just took off from there. Barber school, and here I am. So it's been a blessing.
What advice would you give to the 20-year-old version of yourself just starting off in the industry, looking to make their first 100K as a barber?
Master patience, master discipline, stop depending on others to do the job for me, and show up to work, and be consistent. 100%.
Drop that app for the people who don't know.
I breed Baza.
All right, nice. Thank you so much
Nice
for
meeting
your time. Okay, so for the people who don't know, what's your name and what do you do?
My name is Bonez Da Goat, and I'm a barber and a keynote speaker.
And where are you from?
I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay. How long have you been a barber?
16 years.
16 years. What got you into barbering?
My father. My dad was a second-generation barber.
Oh, really? Okay. So did you grow up in the shop?
Yes, I did. Because we ain't had no babysitter, so the barbershop was my daycare.
Yeah, so do you remember your first cut in the shop?
In the hell yeah. I'll never forget it. It was a white guy named Ryan, or named Robbie. He was from Boston. He asked me for a 2 on top skin fade, no, 2 on top blowout. He had blonde hair, and I didn't know that the 0 guard and the 1 guard, I thought the 0 guard was the 1 and the 1 was the 2. I didn't know there was a 0 guard. I didn't know there was a 0 guard. So I gave him a 1 with a blowout, and I was using persona blades, and I cut them on both sides. Both his arches, I cut both of them. So I was scared as shit, and the dude got out the chair, he looked at the haircut, and he was like, this haircut isn't good, but I know you're gonna be good, so I'm gonna keep coming to you. And he kept coming until he moved back up to Boston. He kept coming. And that right there was real pivotal for me, because he could have said, this fucking sucks, you need to stop, but he saw I was trying, and he kind of planted a seed in me, a little bit of confidence. He instilled some confidence in me that went a long way, 16 years long.
Okay, now that's a great story. And it's hard as a barber to mess up, know you messed up, and someone takes attention.
I couldn't control it.
But I want to know, when you finally got that confidence, and then you had your first maybe client that wasn't so happy, how did you handle that then, after already being through with Robbie?
Well, I understand. It's like, in anything that you do in life, when you're trying to progress, there's going to be moments where you're going to mess up. And there's going to be learning curves, and I took that as a learning curve. That was like my valley at that time. I had to endure and understand that I was just going to get better over time as long as I stay consistent. So yeah, I was discouraged a little bit, but I understood it's like, man, I'm just now getting started at this shit. I'm not going to quit. I can't quit. So the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get better.
I love that. Okay. And also too, on the business side of things, I'm a barber on my road to my first 100K as a barber. So do you have any advice for any barber in their 20s, I'm 23, on the road to their first 100K?
Consistency, relationships, and customer service will go further than any haircut that you can do. That's why a lot of times the busiest barbers in the shop isn't the best barber. It's a barber that's on time. It's a barber that gives the most consistent haircut each week. The barber that remembers his client's wife's name, the kids' names, birthdays. Those little things help build relationships with clients. That helps them want to pour into you and bring other people to you, not just a haircut. Not just a haircut.
Thank you so much for your time. That was great. Do you have any... Did I already ask you, what would you say to your 20-year-old self today coming up in the industry?
Just show up. Just show up. Don't be so concerned about everything being perfect. Just know that only thing you got to do is your part. Show up, 1 foot in front of the other, and God's going to lay everything out for you.
I love it. Now tell your handle to the people who might not know.
My handle on Instagram, all social media platforms, is Bonez Da Goat, BONEZDA Goat, Bonez Da Goat.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
That's all I have for you for now. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you found this information helpful. Make sure you comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all those good things. And let me know what content you guys would like to see in the future. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful.